Hi friends, welcome to Hitify. This is Prashant here. Today I wanted to make a video about how college and school life is depicted in Indian cinema. In general, every language has made movies showcasing college or schoolmates meeting after a long time and nostalgically recalling all the silly things they did during those immature years. In other cases, they are coming of age movies that showcase the characters at various stages of life while in college and after the college. Astonishingly, engineering college days have been the main focus of most of our industries due to the huge influx of engineering colleges across India over the years and the fact that many of these filmmakers themselves also might have had engineering background and hence were able to make compelling and relatable stories. Now to start with, the 2007 Telugu cinema Happy Days must have been the first of its kind in India, showing the life of engineering students as close to reality as possible. Shekhar Kamula, the director of the movie, himself from an engineering background, already went through the drill and was able to make a movie that was so relatable to the youngsters back then that it gave many big budget entertainers of those days a run for their money. Happy Days tells us a story that explores the lives of 8 friends through their 4 years of engineering course. Now, each one of them joins the college with their own set of vulnerabilities, idiosyncrasies, eccentricities, beliefs, and ideals. Now, what starts off as a journey of individuals slowly becomes a collective one over time. They bond over as they go through bullying seniors, stringent professors, intense examinations, over the top celebrations, love, betrayal, sacrifice, every other possible emotion that an individual can experience in a college. So the movie portrays the mindset of typical engineering students, which helped youth to connect with the characters involved. Now, talking about Hindi cinema, one of the iconic movies, Three Idiots, which was inspired by Chetan Bhagat's 5-Point Someone, kept the spirits of IITs on until the last scene. While there was a love, immaturity, ragging, and fun, the core of the movie was still about learning and seeking excellence in it. While Amir Khan's Rancho character was too good to be true, that character glued us to the silver screen through emotional goosebumps moments at different stages of the movie. Raju Hirani, who is the master of showcasing over the top emotions sprinkled with right amount of sense of humor, played his masterstroke here too. When Farhan Qureshi, played by Madhavan, and Raju Rastogi, played by Sharman Joshi, set aside their personal life in search of their friendship, it seemed believable. While Pia's eloping from her wedding function seemed like a line straight out of 80s Bollywood movies, Rancho's flawless, super smart character had so much going for him to be the mega magnet for all the characters. Three Idiots was a massive hit in China and other Asian countries, bringing more laurels to the movie in general. Likewise, the 2019 movie Chichore, directed by Nitesh Tiwari, who himself is an IITian, presented us with a good mix of facts and fiction in the movie that was centered around hostel wars in this elite institute. The characters etched out seemed very real yet entertaining. Late Sushant, who himself had incredible academic records in his personal life, naturally fit the bill without overplaying any part of his role. Now, Sushant played the character Annie and Shraddha Kapoor played Maya. While this movie starts with Raghav, Annie and Maya's son, attempting suicide for not being able to crack IIT exam. This was a compelling reason for their old college friends to meet up to help out on whatever they could to save the teenager's life. The Tamil cinema 96, directed by C. Prem Kumar, was a breath of fresh air into the subject of reunions. This time it was a high school reunion as opposed to engineering. The film revolves around 2 high school sweethearts, Ram and Janu, from the batch of 1996, who meet at a reunion 22 years after they parted. The rekindling of the old sparks set tone for a very simple yet straightforward story told with a lot of passion and some beautifully crafted scenes. The key takeaway for me from this movie was how the characters played by Vijay Sethupathi and Trisha carry the baggage of nostalgia filled with bittersweet emotions effortlessly. In this day and age, it is hard to recall a storyline of a movie after a week or two. But the painful emotion of the 2 sweethearts parting their ways in this movie 96 makes it a very memorable experience. Now, talking about Malayalam cinema, Premam was a coming-of-age cinema directed by Alphonse Putran. Nivin Pauly plays George David, who courses along love as he grows up from a teenager to a man. As a teenager, George is nervous, scared, unsure of his love, dabbling in vague ideas to present himself before the girl he loves, played by Anupama Parameshwaran. Towards the end, he turns out to be a baker with a burning temper, eventually finding a life partner in Celine. Alphonse, who himself has an MCA background, didn't find it hard to include the programming language class, where a lecturer is shown struggling to explain the concept of Java. and the fun students have during these sessions. Forbidden love that develops during the second phase between George and Muller, played by Sai Pallavi, who is his teacher, has been picturized flawlessly with the simple facial expressions and body language of the lead characters. Like what we experience in Tamil movie 96, what remains at the end is the harsh reality that Muller and George couldn't reunite. Now switching gears to Kannada cinema. The 2016 Kannada cinema Kirik Party was a coming-of-age cinema just like Premam. The movie was directed by Rishabh Shetty and starred Rakshit Shetty, Rashmika Mandanna and Samyukta Hegde. Rakshit, who had an engineering background, wrote the script himself. The film is about Karna, played by Rakshit himself. It traces his life through his years in college, from being an adorable, cheeky first-year student to becoming a name that brings fear in all. The film sees varied hues of the student's character, and Rakshit does a commendable job. What is more impressive is the risky plot that the creators finalized on. Firstly, the female lead character Sanvi, played by Rashmika, meets with an accidental death, and there is a deeply touching subplot involving a prostitute and her newborn child. Audience lapped up this movie wholeheartedly and made it a huge success. Now, friends, all the aforementioned movies are a mix of facts and fiction, right? It is either from someone's personal experience, and obviously, none of these movies are perfect. They all took cinematic liberties to exaggerate certain aspects of their own student life. The reason these movies connected so well with the audience is because they had the heart and soul in the right place. Now, switching to Karan Johar's version of high school life, Student of the Year. Friends, having watched some of his movies on and off before, I kind of knew his format in general. Student of the Year Part 1 is a quintessential Karan Johar film. If you breeze through Karan's movies, you can realize that he wants to keep away from the real India that deals with the day-to-day chores of life. His world is generally in the middle of a coniferous forest, precisely chosen to woo his NRI or the elitist audience. The schools, hospitals, homes, bungalows were all shot in pitch-perfect locations in either Dehradun or Kashmir. Now, each and every character in this movie looks so spotless, reminding us of hybrid veggies sold in grocery stores. Now, Alia plays Shania, who is fashion obsessed, and her introductory scene reminds you of Disney princess character, who can shop anything and everything under the sun. Siddharth, who plays Abhimanyu Singh, becomes a good friend of Ro Khanna, played by Varun Dhawan, within no time. So the girls in this film are either catty, ruthless, or lack intelligence. The men hug and ask each other if they are gay or not. There are innumerable close-up shots of so much male eye candy here that you get tired of it. Plus rippling six-pack abs, shaved chest, boys hoisting their wet bodies out of the swimming pools, or working out in a gym in a slow-motion montage. Now, one scene, which is shot in Thailand, shows Malhotra and Bhatt emerging from the ocean in ultra-slow motion. Karan's camera capturing every drop of seawater as it courses slowly down their smooth skin. Remember, this is all Karan Johar's version of high school kids who have not even reached the age 18. Unfortunately, there are kids in India who take these characters seriously and might develop extreme inferiority complex after watching such movies. Now, late Rishi Kapoor is a talented actor of great range, but here he embarrasses himself in the role of college headmaster Vashisht, overplaying an unmarried man with a penchant for wearing pink and purple polka-dotted neckties. His characterization reminded me of Karan himself, but the crass sense of humor used to define his character was a disgrace to LGBT community in general. Many seasoned reviewers gifted 4 out of 5 for this movie, making an exception for special Karan, claiming that he creates this exquisite and pretty-looking world. So you don't need any other proof to say that paid media is a reality, right? Friends, as I end this video, in case of all the movies I discussed, excluding Student of the Year, the creators had real stories to tell, as many of them had first-hand experience going through similar journeys in schools and colleges. For this reason, those movies are relatable, and there were so many subplots that hit the right chord with the audience. Now, Karan Johar's student world is totally cooked up, as he himself was brought up in an elitist way, and he has possibly never bothered to research what a typical student in India goes through to become whatever he or she becomes. Friends, I covered few movies that I was aware of, but I'm sure I might have missed some other good movies in various regional languages based on the student life, and would welcome your feedback and comments on those. Thank you very much, and please subscribe to